On March 14, 1879, in the quiet town of Ulm, Germany, Albert Einstein was born to Hermann and Pauline Einstein, a modest Jewish family. 6 weeks later, the family moved to Munich, where young Albert would spend his early years surrounded by the growing advancements of the industrial age. As a child, Einstein was slow to speak, causing concern for his parents, who feared he might have developmental issues. At the age of 5, a simple magnetic compass gifted by his father sparked a lifelong fascination with invisible forces shaping the universe. This curiosity drove young Albert to ask endless questions about nature, space, and the mysteries of existence. His schooling began at the Luitpold Gymnasium in Munich, where he excelled in mathematics but clashed with the rigid, authoritarian teaching style. Preferring independent study, Einstein often ignored rote memorization, instead immersing himself in books on science, philosophy, and mathematics. In 1894, his father's business failed, forcing the family to relocate to Italy, while Albert stayed behind to complete his education in Germany. Unhappy with the strict school system, he soon left and joined his family in Italy, where he decided to pursue a future in physics. In 1895, he attempted to enter the prestigious Swiss Federal Polytechnic School in Zurich, but failed the entrance exam, except in mathematics and physics. Determined to succeed, Einstein attended a Swiss secondary school in Aarau, where he thrived in a more open and encouraging academic environment. By 1896, he had successfully enrolled at the Swiss Federal Polytechnic, where he dedicated himself to studying physics and mathematics. During his time there, he often skipped lectures, preferring to study on his own and discuss complex theories with classmates. One of his closest companions was Mileva Maric, a fellow physics student who later became his first wife. Graduating in 1900, Einstein struggled to find a stable teaching position, facing rejection from universities due to his unconventional approach. In 1902, he took a job at the Swiss Patent Office in Bern, analyzing technical patents while continuing his scientific research in his free time. This seemingly mundane job gave Einstein the freedom to develop groundbreaking ideas that would change the course of physics. The year 1905, known as his Annus Mirabilis, miracle year, saw him publish 4 revolutionary papers that reshaped modern science. One of these papers introduced the concept of light quanta, explaining the photoelectric effect and laying the foundation for quantum physics. Another paper provided the first empirical evidence for the existence of atoms by explaining Brownian motion. His third paper, on special relativity, proposed that time and space are relative and not absolute concepts. From this theory, he derived the legendary equation EMC2, which demonstrated the relationship between energy and mass. These works catapulted Einstein into the scientific spotlight, earning him a reputation as a rising genius in theoretical physics. In 1909, he finally secured a university position, becoming a professor at the University of Zurich. By 1915, he introduced the general theory of relativity, which revolutionized our understanding of gravity. This theory proposed that massive objects warp the fabric of space-time, causing the gravitational effects we observe. In 1919, during a total solar eclipse, astronomers confirmed Einstein's predictions when they observed light bending around the sun. This discovery made him an international celebrity overnight, with newspapers hailing him as the new face of modern physics. In 1921, he was awarded the Nobel Prize in Physics, not for relativity, but for his explanation of the photoelectric effect. Despite his scientific success, Einstein was deeply engaged in social and political issues, advocating for pacifism and civil rights. However, the rise of Nazism in Germany in the early 1930s put his life in danger due to his Jewish heritage. In 1933, he renounced his German citizenship and emigrated to the United States, accepting a position at Princeton's Institute for Advanced Study. Fearing Nazi Germany's interest in nuclear energy, he signed a letter to President Franklin D. Roosevelt in 1939, urging research into atomic power. This letter indirectly led to the creation of the Manhattan Project, which developed the world's first nuclear weapons. After witnessing the devastation of Hiroshima and Nagasaki in 1945, Einstein became a passionate advocate for nuclear disarmament. He co-founded the Emergency Committee of Atomic Scientists, warning the world about the dangers of nuclear war. Einstein's personal life was complex. He married Mileva Maric in 1903, and they had 2 sons, but their marriage ended in divorce in 1919. Shortly after, he married his cousin, Elsa Löwenthal, who remained his companion until her death in 1936. Despite his global fame, Einstein remained humble, often rejecting offers of political power, including the presidency of Israel in 1952. He was known for his love of music, frequently playing the violin to relax and reflect on complex ideas. His later years were spent searching for a unified field theory, an ultimate equation to explain all forces of nature, but he never completed it. Even in old age, Einstein maintained a deep sense of wonder, often saying, "The most beautiful thing we can experience is the mysterious." On April 18, 1955, Albert Einstein passed away at the age of 76 in Princeton, New Jersey, leaving behind a scientific legacy that would last for centuries. His final words were spoken in German, but since the attending nurse didn't understand the language, they were lost forever. After his death, scientists studied his brain, hoping to unlock the secret of his extraordinary intelligence. They discovered that Einstein's brain had unique structures, particularly in areas associated with spatial and mathematical reasoning. Despite all his discoveries, Einstein always emphasized that imagination and curiosity were more important than knowledge. His theories paved the way for modern physics, shaping advancements in quantum mechanics, cosmology, and even practical technology like GPS. More than just a scientist, he was a philosopher, humanist, and visionary who dared to challenge the limits of human understanding. Even today, Albert Einstein remains the ultimate symbol of genius, proving that a single mind driven by curiosity can change the world forever.